Hi, I want to share a deck that I use to complete my play 30 or play 60 neutral card daily quests. And yeah, it's served me well over the patches. I put it together, I think, around the time Price of Power came out. Um, so it's an Alzur Orbs deck, which has since it's been banished to away from the meta, but it's actually quite powerful. So this deck is going to get you that daily quest, and it's actually strong enough to win you some games as well. So let's run through it quickly. We have, before we start with the cards, Precision Strike. So this is a leader that does a little bit of damage. It does a little bit of thinning. It can put up to 3 bodies on the board, so it's a lot of points, and it's a good leader. This deck is actually quite control heavy. You'll see it's only got 13 units, so technically unitless. And it has a lot of control, and one of the direct damage options is your leader. So you can do 3 points of damage. Spawn a Broccolon Sentinel, do another 2 points of damage, so you can remove a 5-point body, put 3 more bodies on the board, do your thinning. It's a good one. Technical advantage, we don't really have anything that we care about being locked. The only thing we want to play in round 1 is Francesca, that has some non-deployability. So we don't care, and she already has Veil, so we don't care about something like Crystal Skull. Just a 5-point boost, nice and easy. Then we have a Neuromancy. That's going to play any card from deck, echo card, so it comes back for the second use another round. Simless. Play all copies of a bronze special card from your deck, so this is going to be pulling your Orbs of Insight from your deck. Alternatively, in a worst case scenario, you can also play 2 pacts from deck, but that's really if things have gone very, very poorly. Simless should ideally be used in combination with Elven Seer or Francesca Finderbear for creating 3 orbs in your graveyard. And that's his purpose. You want to play that card quite late in the game, late round 2, maybe even round 3. You want to hold off on your Alzur combo as late as possible. And then, of course, we have the centerpiece of the deck, Alzur. So whenever you play a spell, it's going to spawn a random unit of that cost. In other words, the goal here is to have 3 Orbs of Insights in your deck, in your graveyard. Then you play your Mushy Truffle. Then you play your Alzur. You trigger your Mushy Truffle's Golden Froth. That will then trigger those 3 Orbs of Insights coming out of the graveyard and triggering Alzur's ability 3 times in a row. And that's a massive, massive point slam. So usually you want to leave it as your last play, or as close as you possibly can to the end. So that's kind of the main strategy with this deck. You basically set up your whole game around that. Then we have Karathi Heatwave. Just straight up banish whatever you want to banish. So again, I do see this control as a control deck, and this is one of your control options. Then you have Vigo's Muzzle, lock an enemy with 6 or less power and seize it. So that's basically plays for 12. Can disrupt your opponent's engines, make them your own. The way we make them our own is by running Pillar and also a scoia'tael, which will then remove the lock that you've locked the seized unit with. What also works really well is sometimes you can play it with Francesca. So Francesca, I'm jumping over my shuttle for the time being, but when you play a special, remove the counter. Once you hit 2 specials, you get to play an extra copy of that. So you can basically play, depending on the situation, 2 Oneiromancies, 2 Karate Heatwaves, 2 Vigor Muzzles, 2 of any card that you've... And you can even use her to create an extra orb if your weak little elven seers happen to be removed from the board before you've had a chance to play Simlas, which happens a lot. Then the Mushy Truffle, that is just a carryover card, so you can play it on your dry pass. I'm just gonna close that because it's loud. So yeah, it creates a bonded unit. We have a bonded unit just for this purpose, the Caravan Vanguard, which puts 2 bodies on the board, or it just gives you a 6-point body. So that's a good bonded unit. Again, it's neutral. Most of these cards are neutral because this deck is specifically designed to finish that neutral objective quite fast. Right, so we have the Mushy Truffle. That will also, the main point of it is to trigger your Alzur the moment that it lands on the board, so you don't have to wait a turn, giving the opponent a chance to respond to Alzur landing. Right, then we have these 2 guys, Dula Kamani and Runewright, that if both of them are on the board at the same time, they'll spawn a desert treasure, and that gives you a random gold card from any faction. So this is again just I love these guys just because it's fun, you know, RNG stuff similar to the Alzur RNG. So I don't know, I just enjoy them. They also tend to play for quite a bit of points over the 14 provisions that they cost, so I think it's worth playing. You can take them out if you want more consistency or more predictable things, but I enjoy them, so I have them here. Then we have a lock, just a straight up 6 body with a lock. Again, a control tool can come very handy. The Orbs, basically they'll boost by 2, give 2 vitality, then they go into the graveyard, and then after 3 other special cards have been played, they'll pop out of the back. Well, not, they don't pop out, they basically they do pop out. Yeah, they pop out and then, well, they disappear because they get doomed. But yeah, so they pop out, so that they're effectively playing for 8 points each, and they trigger your Alzur. Alright, artifact compression, again, reset and lock. Control tool, it's a spell that you can use on your Alzur in case your main strategy fails. It will spawn a 5 provision unit when Alzur's on the board if this is played. Elven Seer, these are, as mentioned, they will just create an extra orb for you. Yeah, then we have the one-off of these guys. They're just to enable your Mushy Truffle, so you have something to play with it. They'll boost if they play on the melee, so 6 points, or there'll be 2 3-point bodies played on the range row. If they're bonded, they'll do both, so they can play for 9 points instead of 6. I rarely get a chance to play both of them at the same time, but it does happen. Vial of Forbidden Knowledge, again, it's an uninteractive non-unit card. It will boost the unit by 4, give it vitality by 4, and if both players are running, you get an open deck, you get to see what they're running. So it's just a 4-point card that plays for up to 8. I added it when it came out a few patches back, and it's done well. It'll help you, for example, your Dilla or your Runewright to survive. I tend to play these guys in round 1, as I do with Francesca, just to get round control. scoia'tael, again, it's a 4 provision fodder, but it works quite well with Vigo's muzzle to remove the lock. And let's say you catch a monster Witcher Apprentice, that can then become your engine if you have Sabbath. So that's really good. If you've got fall tests against commandos, you can start making your own commandos. So this comes in quite useful quite often. Spores, another one that's just a good toll removal if you're coming up against hand buff or something like that. If you have Last Say, it's a very useful card. Pact, these we don't really want to have too much. They're just fodder again. They are spells, so if all else fails, they can be secondary targets for your Simlas, and they will trigger your Alzur. So if things have gone very poorly, you'll be playing these. Otherwise, it's a 4 for 6. It can help some stuff survive, so it fits into the deck. Pella, purify unit. You can purify defenders. You can purify poisoned units, locked units. That can come in very handy. People do tend to lock your seers, and it can lock stuff you've seized. Again, same as a Scoia'tael. So great 4 provision card to have. Squirrel. Another one where if you don't know what to put in your deck and that for 4 provisions, it always comes in handy. There's always Melusines and Echo cards and things going around that you want to banish from your opponent's graveyard. And then the Broccolon Sentinels, they will work with your leader and they will be thinning. So leader I tend to play in round 1 or 2 just to get extra tempo, do some thinning. So these you'll always want to be wanting to discard or mulligan away. Same as your Orbs of Insight. This deck, unfortunately, quite often you'll end up with one of either of these in hand, and it can get quite awkward. But other than that, it's reasonably well. It's not amazingly strong, but it wins you games while completing mundane quests. So there you go. Let's get some games going. Alright, let's have a look. Up against Assimilate. It's been popping up a lot lately.
Traitors.
I want this one. We've got these 2 guys, which is great. Banishment, we don't care too much about, I don't think. Okay, I think we can work with this hand. Got one of our combo pieces and Neuromancy for another one.
Yes?
Oh, graveyard shenanigans. Oh dear. What are they about to steal?
Time to get our hands dirty.
Mill Assimilate, that's a new one.
A precious gift from the gods each day.
Falling is a necessary step toward picking
Oh my
yourself
goodness. Does this mean I have to Alzur round 1? I guess so.
I'll bow to your half-assed, self-proclaimed authority.
Well, there goes my strategy.
The North is a wild place. Wild. your descendants, my beloved. Sacrifices for Melusi, one and all.
Okay. We can reset this with, or whatever they boost with, that compression. Ah, Shuppe. Nice.
Interesting. Like rocks. Good Gwent card. Best business.
Thankfully. Oh, do I want to seize this or do I want to purify this? I want to purify it. Otherwise I might struggle to make full value for my leader.
The realm of the living severs your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
You must banish her.
Would have been nice to
I've seen
keep
other
this. I just need to draw into Francesco, the other one. Okay, I actually want to keep this in deck in case I need to use Pacts as a target for Simlas. That's a good find. Do I want to give this guy a long round? Probably not. So let's not.
From white sands to snows.
You shall hear out what I have to say.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshe. The blood of
Let's see if
Al.
this survives. Actually, I should have maybe played it the other way around. Okay. I'm guessing this next one is getting Yenvode or Vilgefortz. It's a non-diversion, so they could be running Heatwave as well. Or they could use mine. Alright.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
It's so weird because they're playing Shuppe and they're playing Mill, so it's both annoying and fun at the same time. pass here. They've used leader, I've got mine. This is gonna be a big swing here. Hopefully we find something like a mission. Oh, they're playing that from hand. Oh no, wait. Okay. Can they go very tall? They've probably got Redea left. Okay, that's probably about as good as I can hope for. My leader's 2 points.
Let us see.
Stay true to our way, we must always.
I hope I get full value for my golden froth here. Should be able to.
Down to Carter's shout.
Mankind is a vice, a plague.
Death holds no
I can't damage this down, so we can just good game. Well, it's a different deck, I'll give you that. Death Wish. Nice.
Humans, you are all the same.
Plenty. Well, not plenty actually, it stops and I haven't seen this being played much at all. Blind. Okay. So they really want round one. Is this worth a banner? Let's see what else they throw in there. Fortunately, once again, my hand is not great for dealing with whatever the opponent may come throw at us. Well, let's lock this.
I do not mince words. On principle.
I don't want to lock it. I want to see how this shakes out. Maybe there's a ruckus queen or something else that's better worth locking. See? Seizing that would be great.
Children giving parents up unto death. It is inevitable.
This. What else could this be? Triple Goonie? Let's just throw this out there and then call it a day for round 1. Really? Okay, that's small. Let's hope that we have better luck drawing things that are useful. Oh, but we'll just draw bronzes and one of these.
Away from our wares! Away!
Huh. Okay.
A long road walked we have.
That was strange. That was a big card to throw out and then just pass. Okay, that's more like... Okay, this could be useful. This, do they run defender? They might. But they'll probably have that monster thing consume 3 units with immunity. Okay, that's great. Why do I do this to myself? That's okay, I can maybe do something here. Okay, this is gonna go feed the giant
We
toad.
must banish her. I see no other path, sire.
Or scoia'tael manticore. It's a rat clog. Okay. I mean, that's definitely worth locking.
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
Oh, sure. How else do I can seize one?
These golden fields.
I have to keep killing them, otherwise.
At your age! At 2 centuries you behave like you were barely 1.
It's gonna be... I'm already gonna be swarming my own board a bit, so... I'm even happy to use a That also has to die.
Still beneath the sun.
Okay. I don't have my Alzur down, and I don't have my Francesca down.
I'll bow to your half-assed, self-proclaimed authority.
Do this now.
Johnny just whistled past me ear. I swear it on my beard. Getting to work.
I don't want to banish anything in my own graveyard. Oh, what? Okay. Okay. Thankfully I can get all specials here. Although my leader has been disabled effectively. Yeah, I need to boost as many 1-point units as I can. You know what, actually? I can do this. No, actually I won't. But I can ping my own rats. That way his Glusty will be quite small. Thanks, buddy. This we don't need. This, and this, I'd say. And then we'll just play one of these. Nice plastic, bro. What's he got? The other one that boosts for cards more. Sheet roll or something. I think that's what it was called. Jotun. That's a big boy, but not big enough. Still, nice deck. Up against pirates.
Shuppe this me a Gwent cards.
Again, sentinels can go. This could be good for the main pirate guy. I forget his name. Okay, not bad. Krachancrate, that's the name I forgot. Let's put some pressure on.
Oh, fear, how for you I long.
I suppose, and the end.
Hide your stench.
Okay, discard package. Which makes sense for the stick.
Your tongue has no worth too much, my friend.
Oh man! It's the danger of playing it.
Over with.
Playing it immediately. Sometimes you don't get the best value. But that's RNG, I guess.
Won't you pester me? Let's not get in the way of my axe.
I wonder if I can just pass here.
War will be our downfall. This I have seen.
Getting slash. Not sure why I'm setting up my combo now. That's stupid. Just playing cards with no thought. Our opponent's just setting up some armor. So
Act your age! At 2 centuries you behaved like you were barely 1.
no, boss. Now I'll get a whole round without playing a special is going to be tricky. Okay. Let's see you make up 18 points.
Holger Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
So there's a, we'll see a dry pass. Which is good because any kind of bleed is going to be pretty devastating to our main strategy with all these specials in hand. Let's see. Let's just get rid of coral, I guess. Okay. I may need to open with my Alzur combo if we don't draw into mushy truffle. They don't go tall, do they? Not in this Skellige deck. Okay, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna discard this so that I can trigger mine. Okay, I think this is actually great because we have enough units to delay our combo.
By stars in the night sky is guided.
And if either of these sticks, we'll get some extra orbs. Just remember not to play a special, for goodness sake. I almost played my heat wave there. Please don't have purify.
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
Let's see. Do you have an answer? Of course you got 6 points of damage in leader. And probably another long ship. What was that? Heat wave. That also works.
Children giving parents up unto death. It is inevitable.
Okay.
The Queen of
We got some extra orbs. That's good news. We have a chance here, I feel.
Kraken, eat me ghoulies.
And they use a Terror of the Seas in round 1. They haven't set up Fukusia. Melusine, I mean. Okay, here we go.
You get a thunderbolt. You get a thunderbolt. You only live once!
And we still have another one. Nice. No coins. But we have some extra damage as well. That's pretty cool. We can purify the defender, so that's great.
Your descendants, my beloved. Sacrifices for Melusine, one and all.
Fighting spirit, what needs ye to leave this world ever free?
Might as well use damage while I can. I don't think there's anything particularly careful. Damaging. There's probably a bunch of armor on what's left anyway.
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
I mean, this is going to be a 0-point play. Or maybe we can lock something that I don't want locked. What's it? Mork fog. Sweet. Nice.